All right, to make our Keith Haring drawings, we're going to divide our paper into fourths. If you have loose leaf paper, you can just fold it in half and then fold it in half again. If you are working in your journal, you can kind of faux fold it and then count the spirals down to halfway. Use a straight edge, which can be like the back of the journal or something, and draw a straight line. Then just fold it in half that way and draw your line there. And now you've divided your paper into fourths. So now it's time to draw your stick figures, your dancing figures. And we're going to start with a stick figure. Now make sure that you don't do something super small like that. That's not going to work out for you. You need to really fill that space with a very large dancing figure. So see how I put the head towards the top, and it's taking up about 1/8 of that square. And then I'm going to draw my dancing figure, and this dancer is doing like the run in place dance move. You want to have shoulders, and you want your stick figures to be in proportion. So don't forget your shoulders and your elbows and your knees are going to be very important when you're drawing your stick figures. You can have your arms overlapping your body. Oftentimes that happens when you're dancing. So you're just going to have to work around that and think around that when we start outlining the stick figures. And I am just going to finish up. Do not be afraid of your eraser, okay? I use my eraser all the time. I would expect you to use your eraser. One of the things about drawing is that you should be using your eraser almost as much as you are using your pencil. So be sure you erase any of your mistakes. It's totally fine to make a mistake. That's why we use pencils. All right, once you have your stick figures finished, you're going to then outline. Just go around in a parallel line around your stick figure to add that body, to add that volume to your dancing person. So go all the way around and then erase the stick figure, erase that skeleton, and now you have a Keith Haring looking figure there. You even go around the little hand circles there. All right, and I'm just going to speed up so that you can see how I just create that line around my stick figures and then erase the stick figures. And like here where I've got an overlapping, make sure that I'm going to make sure that I'm erasing the parts that are overlapping so that it doesn't look like I'm an invisible person. So that's kind of a tricky erasing, but just thinking through it, I'm able to do it, and I know that you can too. All right, so now I'm just going to speed up. All right, so the trickiest part is over. Now you're going to outline in black marker. You want to make sure that you outline in black marker. And then once you've done that and your black marker has dried, you want to color in neatly and completely with your markers. So coloring inside the lines and just doing a nice neat job, because you guys are big kids now and you can do that. Is going to be a big part of this assignment. So I'm just going to fast forward real quick through my coloring so that you can see how I color in neatly and completely. All right, and then the last step is to add the action lines. You can pencil it in first if you want, and then go over it with black marker, or you can just start straight with the black marker and just add those if you are feeling confident to do that. So we're just going to put little curved lines around each of the parts of the body that are showing the most amount of movement, and that visually shows movement and is very much keeping in the same style as Keith Haring. And I'll just flip back here in my sketchbook to show you my other example. So that's just one more example of the same project. That looks good. The other one looks good. I know that yours is going to look fantastic, and I cannot wait to see your finished art.